Imagine a city with no cars, no roads, and zero carbon emissions. A single continuous structure stretching for 170 kilometers, yet only 200 meters wide. A vertical metropolis taller than the Empire State Building, designed to house 9 million residents in perfect harmony with nature. This isn't a scene from a science fiction blockbuster. This is the blueprint for The Line, a core component of Saudi Arabia's trillion-dollar NEOM project. It is, without exaggeration, the most ambitious and audacious engineering project ever conceived by humankind. But as construction breaks ground in the remote desert, a monumental question looms. Is The Line a revolutionary blueprint for the future of civilization, or is it the most impossible project on Earth? To understand the sheer scale of The Line, you have to look at the numbers, and the numbers are staggering. 170 kilometers long. That's the distance from London to Birmingham or from New York City to Philadelphia, all in one unbroken building. 500 meters tall. That makes it one of the tallest buildings on the planet, dwarfing most of the world's famous skyscrapers. And it promises to house 9 million residents, a population density far exceeding that of even Manhattan. The concept behind this is called zero-gravity urbanism, an idea that layers city functions vertically, giving every resident equal access to views and amenities, regardless of their location. The vision is a city built in 3 dimensions. On the surface, a pedestrianized paradise, parks, schools, and homes all stacked vertically. No resident would be more than a 5-minute walk from all daily necessities. Below the surface, a hidden layer for autonomous services and logistics, where an AI will manage everything from waste disposal to fresh food deliveries. And at its very core, a high-speed rail spine, designed to shuttle residents from one end of the city to the other in just 20 minutes. This entire ecosystem will be governed by a powerful artificial intelligence, constantly learning and optimizing city services in real time. Resident data would become the city's most valuable resource, used to predict needs and create a society of unprecedented efficiency. It's a car-free, carbon-neutral utopia, powered entirely by renewable energy. On paper, it solves almost every problem of modern urban life, from traffic and pollution to urban sprawl. It is, quite simply, a promise to start civilization over. But how do you actually build the impossible? The engineering challenges are monumental, bordering on science fiction themselves. First, there's the foundation. To support a 500-meter-tall structure across such a vast distance requires foundations of unprecedented depth and stability, dug into shifting desert sands and rock. Then there's the curvature of the Earth. A structure 170 kilometers long cannot be perfectly straight. It must incorporate a subtle curve, requiring complex modular connections to align with the planet's surface. Then there's thermal expansion. A metal and glass structure of this size will expand and contract significantly in the desert heat. Without advanced flexible joints and materials, it could literally tear itself apart. And what about the logistics? Experts estimate the line will require more concrete, low-carbon steel, and advanced glass than any project in human history, exhausting the global supply chain to provide the raw materials alone, much less transport them to a remote desert location. The proposed construction method itself is a Herculean task. The plan involves building massive prefabricated modules off-site, then transporting and lifting these city-sized blocks into place. It's an assembly line on a scale never before attempted, requiring custom-built cranes and a level of precision that leaves absolutely no room for error. A single miscalculation could create a catastrophic domino effect along the entire structure. Beyond the engineering, there are fundamental questions about the project's impact on the world around it. The promise of being powered by 100% renewable energy requires building some of the world's largest solar and wind farms in the surrounding area, an industrial project of immense scale in its own right. And what about water? A city of 9 million in the desert will require vast quantities of fresh water. This will be supplied by massive desalination plants on the Red Sea coast. These plants are energy-intensive, and their byproduct, a highly concentrated salt water called brine, poses its own environmental risks if not managed carefully when returned to the ocean. The line is also designed to be clad in a mirrored facade, creating a stunning visual. But environmental scientists have raised a serious alarm. A 170-kilometer-long, 500-meter-high mirrored wall would become a death trap for millions of migratory birds that fly through the region each year. It could effectively sever an entire ecosystem. A continuous structure of this magnitude would also act as a massive wall, blocking the ground-level movement of local wildlife, from camels to the endangered Arabic oryx. And then there's the human cost. Reports from human rights organizations and news outlets have documented the displacement of local tribes to make way for the mega-project, a controversy that casts a shadow over its utopian vision. Economically, the project is a colossal wager. With a price tag estimated to be over $1 trillion, it represents one of the largest single investments in history. A bet that the world is ready and willing to embrace this radical new form of living. Its success or failure could redefine economic landscapes for decades to come. So, we are left with a paradox. A project that promises to save the environment by creating an unprecedented barrier through it. A city designed for perfect human living that begins with human displacement. The line is a monument to human ambition. It is forcing engineers, architects, and all of us to question the very nature of what a city can be. It is either the most brilliant, forward-thinking leap in the history of civilization, or it will become the world's most expensive and spectacular failure. A trillion-dollar line in the sand. For now, construction continues. The dream is being built, piece by impossible piece, and the world watches, holding its breath to see if this incredible vision will ever become a reality. What do you think? Is the line a work of genius or a colossal folly? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.